Isam Bulavinaka, and welcome to Speak Your Mind on Gold FM, only the classic hits. I'm Louise, your host, and we've got today, we'll be talking about entertainment, and I'm sure that everyone's familiar with what we have as entertainment. This is Fête de la Musique by the Alliance Francaise, and we welcome our guest in the studio today. They're from the Alliance Francaise and cultural officers. Ladies first, Fanny Louvel, welcome.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, and also to William Rippard.
Bonjour, Bulavinaka.
Bulavinaka, thank you. Wonderful to have you here. But, first of all, I know that we have this festival once every year. Fanny, how long have we been having this festival in Fiji for?
In Fiji, it's about 15, 20 years now. So it's an old festival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is really long. I didn't realize that it was for that long. 15 years.
So sometimes it stops and it's coming back. But first one, 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
15 years ago. So maybe you'd like to give us a history. Well, obviously, the French love their music because, I mean, it's a music extravaganza, I would say. Yes?
Yeah, and music, it's also like a way to promote our culture and every culture in the world. So Fête de la Musique was initiated in the 80s in France, 1982, by the Ministry of Culture. And the aim is to promote music for everyone. So for musicians to play everywhere in the streets and for the public to attend and to listen for free, because that's the aim of the music festival as well, is to be free.
I know. I
So
mean,
you
nothing's
play
free
for
these
free
days.
and you listen for free, which is a big thing.
Yes, I must say.
And it's celebrated on June 21st, because in Europe this is the first day of summer and it's also the longest day of the year, so you can play until midnight almost.
All right, then. So that's what happens every year, like not only in Fiji. So we're so lucky to be having this in Fiji, but there are other countries as well that you have this festival.
Yeah, so now it's celebrated everywhere in the world, in big and small cities, and because of the timeline, Fiji is the first country in the world to celebrate Fête de la Musique.
Wow, aren't we special? What do you think, William?
So yeah, like in France, it's something very big. Like Fanny just said, it started like in the early 80s, and in every French town, every French village, anywhere, there is something happening. In the street, in a opera, in a theater, and it's always free, and it's something really big. Every French town, we have 36,000 towns in France. It's a lot.
36,000 towns.
Yeah, we are 60 million inhabitants, and in every town, even like the smallest village of like less than 100 inhabitants, you will have something related to music.
Wow.
Because everyone is a performer, basically, is the idea.
Mm-hmm.
And like with the network of Alliance Francaise and the French embassies and French institute and French schools all around the world, we decided to promote, French decided to promote this event, the Fête de la Musique, everywhere. So now it's happening in more than 130 French alliances, 100 French embassies, 1,000 French schools abroad. So it's something very massive. It's happening in every town. And of course, it's now happening in Fiji for more than 15 years now.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's really interesting to know exactly, I mean, how it is celebrated in France. Like you've said, I mean, all those places, and it's for free, and everyone, I suppose, really looks forward to it.
Oh, it's always a big day because it's always also at the end of the school, so for teenagers and young adults after university, and it's the beginning of summer in France, so the day is long, the weather is not so bad. Let's say not so bad. And so it's really the starting of summertime, which is normally a 2 months break in France. Like,
Oh, wow.
so it's like the key point, I would say,
Yes.
of entertainment.
Yeah, so I mean, the history of it was started, like you said, back in the 80s. By who? Who thought of the idea?
The Minister for Culture at that time.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And also because it's a way for amateurs also to have a stage and to perform and to show their music. And for
Yeah.
other people to have access, like for example, to classical music, it's not easy. Sometimes it's expensive to go to opera and this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you can just go in the street and listen for it for free.
Wow.
So that's the aim as well.
Okay, so maybe you could describe the atmosphere, like how people dressed and what
Yes.
do they do? Do they dance while the music plays and all that?
So it's a very festive event, and like you have many also random concerts, like you have concerts in buses, You have concert in flat, people open just the flat. You have things on boats. You have like
Wow,
in
on boats
many
as well.
in churches. It can be in anywhere. Museum are
Everywhere.
open for the night. It's really every area it's very different. You have it's really everywhere, and it's in every street, in every cafes, every restaurant. So that's really something which brings together every generations, all families.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's usually a whole start early afternoon.
Yes.
So it's a big event, so with families, and then after more young people, and like everybody makes during this event.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So-
a perfect opportunity to bring people together. I'd say unity, just bringing everyone together just to have fun.
It's a really friendly event, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, this is happening. This is what happens in France, but obviously we have ours here too, and I mean, everyone should make the most of it. Yeah. So I mean, would you like to say anything else about how France really enjoys this festival?
Yes. So, like we said, it's very popular events, and it's so popular in France, but also in French territories, like in New Caledonia as well.
Okay,
Like,
New
Let's say
Caledonia.
all neighbors. It's like very popular as well.
Okay.
Same in French Polynesia, in Wallis and Futuna, and so everybody's really waiting for that, and it's really the occasion for amateur musicians like I or my colleague or you want to go in the street now to perform. You take your
It's
guitar,
really open to...
and that's it.
Okay, so
Everybody.
if I'm in the crowd, I don't, I'm not a professional musician, but I love singing. I sing in the shower every day.
It's your time.
Yeah.
It's your time.
Yeah, so I mean, I could just go up and just
Sure.
say, can I sing a number? And then the musicians play it and I sing.
Yeah, see you on Friday.
Okay. Yeah, true. That's a good idea. So what time do we have in it? Is this week, right? For Fiji?
So for Fiji, now we are trying to organize like a whole week of events. Before, it used to be just a free concert. So in Fiji, it's not like in France, in the streets and everywhere. It's used to be in Albert Park,
Okay.
a big stage with all the Fijian musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to make it bigger. So now we have a whole week of music.
Wow.
And it starts tomorrow.
Okay, so tomorrow, there you go. Make sure be there and just be like the French people, how you appreciate music and love music. Okay, so what bands are you going to be having? Like, okay, just spread out. Well, what are the different areas that you'll be having the concert?
So, because it's organized by the Alliance Francaise and the French Embassy, and our aim is to promote French culture and Fijian culture, we have, for now, 6-7 years, a band from New Caledonia coming each year to perform during the Fête de la Musique in Fiji.
Okay, so it's a professional French
Yeah.
band, but we'll come
Yes.
back to that soon. Fanny, on Gold FM, only the classic hits. Speak your mind. We're back on Speak Your Mind, Gold FM, only the classic hits. This is your only classic hits radio station in Fiji. We are shooting the program right now here as we speak, but it's live on radio. And just wonderful to be speaking to our French friends here, and that's William and Fanny Louvel. But as you were saying that you are actually bringing a New Caledonia band to Fiji to perform, so maybe you'd like to tell us about this band.
Yes, so as I was saying, we are promoting French and Fijian culture. So we have a band from New Caledonia for this week. The band is called the New Caledonia Blues Band because they are
Okay.
playing blues music.
Right.
But they also play jazz music and groove and all kind of music. And because we want to promote exchange as well, they're gonna perform with the Fijian singer Elena Baravilala.
Oh, nice. Yes, she's a very good singer. So she'll be singing with them.
Yeah.
So they've obviously been practicing what songs. So she sings blues as well. Very good.
So they're gonna perform a bit about their music, and then they're gonna play her music, and they're gonna perform all together Fijian music as well.
Oh, that's going to be really nice. Sort of like a fusion
Exactly.
kind of thing where you mix Fiji culture as well as the French blues music. So have you heard this band play, William?
Yes, I mean, thanks to my colleague of the embassy, of course. We listen to them, to what they do, and yesterday they came at Alliance Française as we had an exhibition launch with mostly all our sponsors were here as well.
Okay.
And so it was for me the first time I met them, and it was very interesting and to know about the repertoire. Elena Baravelala was here as well, so like they are busy preparing this full week, which will finish on Friday with the big concert. We'll speak later on about it.
Yes.
But, Fanny will maybe tell us more about what will be this week program because it's quite busy.
Okay, well, Fanny, go ahead.
So about this band, just say there are 3 musicians. One playing lead guitar, one playing electronic cello, which is a quite interesting instrument, and the third one is playing drums. And the thing is, the 3 musicians are professional and they are teaching music.
Wow.
So we asked them specially to create this band just to come to Fiji. So 2 of them already came. One was here last year for the music festival, and another one 2 years ago, also for music festival. Because as I said, we are trying to promote different kind of music as well. So this time is blues and jazz. Last year it was gypsy jazz music. Before it was classical music.
Right.
So it's really different, and we try to like develop this part.
Okay.
And they are not only performing, they are also here to exchange with other musicians and students. So they are doing free masterclass. They're just finishing one right now at the youth center of Valelevu with the National Youth Band, the band from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, where they play a little bit and then they perform with the band.
Oh, man, the children must be really pleased with that.
And they're going to go tomorrow to Suva Grammar School and to Maris Brother High School on Thursday as well.
So they've got a really busy schedule, don't they? So they sort of like, they read music, or do they just play by ear?
No, they read music.
Okay, professional. They're professional musicians, obviously.
And
so
because they're a teacher, it's easy for them to teach and to explain things to the students. So it's really an interesting part of their venue here as well. And of course, they're going to perform and play. So they're going to perform tomorrow evening at Bad Dog Cafe in Damodar City from 7 to 8. And then they're going to play on Thursday night at O'Reilly's Bar from 9 to 10. This is a $5 entrance with a free drink, which is glass of French wine, of course, or a beer.
Okay, French wine. I didn't know that you had French wine. So what is French wine? What makes French wine different?
Oh, it's very special for us.
Is it? Okay.
But each time we have an event, whatever it's the Embassy or the Alliance organizing it, it's always good to put like gastronomy, or like we say the French art de vivre. Like, so wine is always present, even if to consume with moderation, of course.
Of course, yes, with a nice meal, I suppose.
Totally.
Or what shall we say, finger food. Okay, so we've got these performances to look forward to, and you've said the blues bands are going to the different schools, and so I suppose the climax of the event is going to be held where?
Yeah, so it will be this final Friday concert.
Okay,
so
the final Friday one.
Exactly.
Okay.
After the 2 concerts, like at Bad Dog tomorrow and at O'Reilly's on Thursday.
Right, leading
They
up.
will have also a 1 hour slot at this 8 hours concert, which will be held at Fiji, the Fiji Museum. So this is on Friday the 17th, so this Friday.
Yeah, this Friday.
Yeah.
So just across the road there. At the Fiji
Exactly.
Museum. Lovely, under all the trees.
Yes, so it will be more on the veranda.
Okay.
Because of the uncertain Fijian weather.
Because of the weather.
Oh, of course, you never know.
We never know.
Unpredictable, the
Sure.
super weather. Okay, but fine, even then, if it's fine, then people can drift off on the grass and maybe
Exactly.
dance a little
It'll
bit.
be very relaxing.
Yes. So how have you found the music, the De La Fête last year? Did you have a good response?
Yeah, we always have a good response with this kind of events because people like to come and stay either just for an hour or stay the whole afternoon. And the important thing is we have different bands playing, like school bands, university bands, amateur, professional. So it's really like a different kind of music.
Yes.
So, and music for everyone.
For everyone.
right. Yeah.
Musical extravaganza.
Exactly.
So anyone can perform, any local band, or they have to come to you first?
Yeah, they had to register before.
Oh,
we,
okay.
we sent a call like it was 2 months ago. So now it's like full. The program is more than full.
So plenty musicians.
Many slots, and and so it will be basically 8 hours of concert, and entrance is for free. So it's for free. Anyone can go.
Yeah.
So there will be also many things supplied. There will be some gift offered. There will be food, beverage
Food and
available. There will be a magician face painting for kids. So it will be for all kind of public.
Wow.
And it will gather like really some of the best Fijian artists, some of the FIPRA awarded musicians.
Right.
Fijian Performing Arts Association, they sent the awards like it was 1 month ago.
Yes.
So some of the awarded musicians are with us on this Friday. We'll be also amateur musician because World Music Day is also about that, amateurism. So anyone is a performer basically. And some school as well. We have Suvagrama, who is like a classic, I would say, partner of our institutions.
Yeah.
And we will have also Hilton Special School on with us.
Oh,
They will do
very
dance.
good.
We already associate with them on March when we organize the Francophonie.
Okay.
So again this year, the Hilton Special School is with us.
A lot
Yeah.
that you've got to offer, but we'll be
And the
back
FNU as well.
on FNU. Okay, we'll be back for more on Gold FM, only the classic hits. This is Speak Your Mind. We're back. Speak Your Mind on Gold FM, only the classic hits. Thank you a lot for your company. Our guest in the studio today, they're from the Alliance Francaise in Suva, and we do have the cultural officers, Fanny Louvel and also William Rippard with us. So yes, as we were talking before the break, as we were speaking about the bands, maybe you'd like to go into more detail on the bands to expect.
Exactly. So this is an 8 hours concert, as we just said, and it's a non-stop concert. So there is been no break for the artists. So it's a full 8 hours concert. So and we have like over 100 performers in total, if you include all the musicians as well in the school. So just to give them, let's begin with the most famous one. So we'll have the New Caledonia Blues Band,
Yes.
who is our guest from New Caledonia, obviously, performing with Elena Baravilala, so who is like really growing in the industry. And we'll have also like most of all these bands that everyone is listening to now, like The Relative, Inside Out, Four Quarter, who is a new one as well. Classic singers, like let's say classic on a very good way, like Tom Maui again is with us this year, so it's always very appreciated. He's always a good friend of Alliance and the Embassy.
And a great musician too.
Queen Liza Vulacoro, always here with us, always
Supporting the event.
exactly,
all the time.
putting performance at a
Always
very good
here.
level.
Yes.
Racco Pacifica, like, also will be here, so mixing dance, music, and this very Rotuman style.
Yes.
We will have a Vu Dance, so the kids will perform as well, and also the professional troupe.
Right.
And it's really appreciated from Vu Dance because they are living in Europe just few hours after this concert. They are flying, they are doing many festivals. They'll be in Edinburgh Festival in Scotland, Martic Festival in France,
Really?
Latvia, they're going to Slovenia. I think they are touring for 2 months in Europe for an amazing tour. And they accepted to be with us. They didn't want to miss the occasion to be on stage with us. And it's really a big thanks to Sachiko Soro, the director of Vu Dance, because and all of the dancers, because we love them and they're so good. And just to have them is like just a blessing. let's say.
Yes.
And we'll have also, we like also electronic music in France. And we have been approached by DJ Kryptonite, who is a very famous DJ here in Fiji. And he really wanted to be with us, and he will have the last slot of the party to really make the things going like, let's see where. Let's make it crazy. So it's really a good thing to have him with us. And he will also be the main guest of the after party, the official after party, which will be at O'Reilly's from around midnight. And we will also give some vouchers for drinks at Federal Music to go for the O'Reilly's after party. So big thanks to Victoria Wans for that, for organizing it. We mentioned the Fijian Performing Rights Association just before with a partner on this occasion. It's a long time we're working with them. And some of the FPRA Awards winners are with us, like Down Gospel, who is obviously performing gospel music. So it's always nice to have all this panorama of different
All
Fijian
kind of
music.
Yes.
And Ramnik, who is doing Indo-Fijian music. So it's like we wanted to make it very original.
Yes.
So these are, let's say, the most famous artists participating, but we have plenty of others. We spoke about the schools like Suva Grammar, Hilton Special School, and also the FNU Brass Band, who is always with us as well. And big thanks to FNU for that. And they're really good. So yes, and many also amateur musicians. So I will try to pronounce the names properly.
You have so many musicians that are performing. Well, that's for 8 hours. That's like
exactly.
a whole day. Yeah?
Totally.
Like a whole day at work, but the whole day
on
enjoying
stage.
music.
On stage.
Yeah.
So for these amateurs, we will have Alicia, Apenisa, Ugetia. We'll have also Matyang, who is holding a theater company here. We'll have Viljame Yari and Bonvantare. So these are the few amateurs musicians who will be with us.
Wow.
And we have also another special guest, but my colleague will speak about it.
Okay.
Yeah, so on the program you can see there's a, it's not a band, it's a theater company called Pacifique et Compagnie. And they are doing theater workshops right now in Suva. And because they're from New Caledonia as well, we decided to invite them and to include them in the music festival. So they will be doing a small performance, a small theater show for 15 minutes as well to cut in between the music.
So what do? They
Theater.
theater. So
Yeah.
like
And they include, they are working right now with Vo and Rako and some gang from the Slam as well. So they all together are preparing right now a small performance for Friday as well.
man, it's gonna be really nice. So yeah, I can imagine. I mean, the people should really make the most of it because for a fact that it's free.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
I mean,
it.
nothing is free these days, right?
True, totally true.
And then just to go down and enjoy the music will be absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, and if we,
And it's important also for, Guillaume said, we had amateurs coming.
Yes.
So for those who wants to come for next year or who were not included this year,
Right.
they can still come and we will still be there if they want to contact us for later on.
Yeah, because
So
you've got it
it's
on that
open.
on that same date every year. Is it June the?
yeah,
It's
around
June
the week.
21st, but depending on the day, we wanted to have it on a Friday each year.
It's
Okay.
better
It's
on Friday, I
better.
think.
Yeah, because of leading to the weekend. Yeah.
Exactly.
And what about the magician? Where's the magician
Yeah,
from?
so it's an American musician. He will
Yeah?
be here for 4 hours and he's like very impressive.
It's really
Yeah.
He a bit scared me last week in my office, but he's very nice and he's like, he's just amazing. And he does not magic only for kids.
For
He
adults
does
as
for
well.
adults and it's like, it's very, I think he will be all around and so just be careful.
Okay, well, can you tell me how did he scare you?
Oh, he did these tricks, I think. I
Yes,
don't know, maybe
trick?
it's not a good word, but, and I was like, I was expecting something maybe a bit basic, and it was like really,
Good.
yeah, so I was like, wow, okay.
Oh, right.
Sets.
Okay, so he's got that outfit, the magician's outfit, the normal ones that they have, the
Yeah.
top hat and...
You can't miss him. You
Yeah?
will see him, not a problem.
Oh.
It's really important to have this kind of side event, let's say, because as the concert is as well open for family and kids, sometimes they get bored and they want to
Yes.
go also. So it's good to have magician, face painting, something else. So they're like, oh, okay, we can stay
Keep
a
the
bit
children.
more, and then something else coming, and then they stay for a long
That's-
Yeah.
time.
And many gifts will be also provided by our different sponsors. And so, yeah, if this concert is free, it's because the Alliance and the Embassy invest a lot in it, and also because we have very good sponsors with us. So I would just want to say thank you to all of them,
Okay.
because it's thanks to them that
Yes.
this event is for free for the people and really
Of
promoting Fijian musician, because it's all about
Promoting
French,
it.
but most of all Fijian music.
Thank you.
So on
We'll be
this-
back
yeah.
shortly. Sorry
Perfect.
to cut you off there, but speak your mind on Gold FM, only the classic hits. Thank you a lot for your company. Speak Your Mind on Gold FM, only the classic hits. Our guest in the studio today, well, they're organizing a wonderful event the whole week, in fact, and it finishes on Friday with an 8-hour concert. And we have from the Alliance Francaise in Suva, the cultural officers telling us all about it, Fanny Lovell and also William Rippard. Now, I can see that you've gone that extra mile this year, how you are got a magician, and you're actually thinking of how to keep the children entertained. So you can continue from there.
Yeah, so we will have many things for the families because, like, it's a family event, and I tell it again, but it's for free. So 8 hours of music live with the best artists for free. So yeah, there will be many things for the kids. Our sponsors are supplying some ice creams, for instance, like Tuckers is supplying ice creams. They will give some different little gifts. There will be face painting, a magician, as you mentioned. So many things just to make the kids easy when the parents are enjoying live music.
Wow, that is really good.
And like we say, it's an 8 hours concert. So the full program is available on the French Alliance and the French Embassy website and social media, on Facebook notably. So don't hesitate to pop in and just have a look. Because and to just choose if you come for 8 hours or maybe just to grab your favorite bands. So,
Right.
but just take it easy. And like we say, it's for free. It's also because of our sponsors. So just to mention them, we have with us on this special occasion, we have Total, the Hot Bread Kitchen, Tuckers as well, Stage Check, who is supplying a wonderful technical assistance, the Fiji Museum also, who is partnering with us for now a few years, Punjas Biscuits, like Punjas the film, who is like a new sponsor for us this year, the Bread Bank, who is a French bank, present in Fiji for a few years now, Victoria Wines and Top Dog Catering, will have a special food booth and notably delicious fish and chips, traditionally served in newspaper, but I don't tell more.
Oh, wow.
Rico and Office 2000, and Formscarf also is assisting us about the technique. And the Fijian Performing Rights Association as well is one of our partners.
Okay.
So I have to mention the major partner of the music festival, but also like French Cooperation, Alliance and Embassy is the government of New Caledonia, because that's why we are lucky to have each year a band from New Caledonia. It's because the government of New Caledonia is supporting what we are doing in Fiji,
Yes.
and they are supporting the band to come.
Right.
So thanks to them a lot, because without them we can't have any band from New Caledonia
It
abroad.
will be complicated.
Yeah.
Well, New Caledonia, beautiful place. Newmare, I went there about 30 years ago, as I'd mentioned. Beautiful place, right beside the ocean, and I still remember it clear as daylight. Wonderful trip for me. But okay, so you spoke about how you want to promote French culture as well. So how will you be promoting French culture?
So the goal of the French alliances, there are more than 130 countries having French alliances in the world. And so it's a network of around 800 Alliances Françaises, French alliances. So it's a lot. Like for instance, in Australia, there are 40 French alliances.
Oh.
In Fiji, we have one. There is also one in Tonga. There are 2 in Vanuatu. I think it's 17 in New Zealand. And like in USA, for instance, more than 100. So, it's a big network. And all the alliances and the French embassies are always together. And the idea is to promote French culture and education and language as well. But not only French one. It's always to associate with the local one.
Yeah.
So we never only promote French culture. It's always promoting French things with the local things, because it's together that we can grow. This is what we believe.
And that's why we are inviting a band from New Caledonia, not only to perform just by its own, but to perform with Fijian artists, so they
Yes.
can exchange. And it's really a nice story because, for example, all bands from New Caledonia came already, performed with Tom Maui, Liza Vulakoro, and then those Fijian artists were invited after in New Caledonia to perform. So that's the kind of
okay. The
exchange we can
right.
create, and we are trying through the music festival, masterclass, and the other events we're organizing to do the same thing. So they are not only here to do their own stuff,
Yes.
they are also here to promote what they are doing and to find Fijian artists to invite
Yes.
in New Caledonia to show Fijian culture in New Caledonia as well.
Yes, that's very nice because I suppose there must be quite a few Fijian bands that have gone to New Caledonia.
Not that much, actually. That's why we are trying to promote it a bit
Oh.
more. But they all know each other. So it's music, it's dance through Vo and Rako, for example. But they meet, for example, like Guam, the art festival, and they meet in those big festivals. So not necessarily in New Caledonia. But as I said, the famous musician Stomawi. He was invited a lot in New Caledonia.
Yes.
He's really famous there, and everybody wants to play with him all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I know. I mean, New Caledonia, they absolutely love music and live bands as well. I know there have been a few bands from Fiji that have been quite popular in New
Yeah.
Caledonia.
Black Crows.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
really popular in New Caledonia.
I know. I mean, you like. I mean, if you're a local band here, you go to New Caledonia, you're like a star there.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
also in New Caledonia or in France, we're always looking for new things. French is a very diverse country. We have many ethnicities. It's like a very mixed country. And each time we have something very original. And I think for Fiji, is a bit, when you speak about Fiji, for your friends or your family who are all back in France, it looks so exotic, so
Yes.
original. And everybody wants to know about, what is this place? Who are these people? What is the art there? Because like, we have this kind of interest to what is different from what we usually do.
Oh, okay. So that's what you are like. You are very interested to find out about new things.
Exactly.
Okay. So what do you think? Because how long have you been here now for, William?
Yeah, so Fanny is like almost 4 years here.
I know.
so
Oh,
I'm old.
Yeah,
So let's say she's Fijian, but I arrived only 7 months ago.
okay.
Before I was posted the Alliance Française in Namibia, close by South Africa. So I'm new in the Pacific.
Okay.
And so far, I really enjoy Fiji, and it's a vibrant culture, vibrant country, and people are very welcoming.
Okay.
And it's easy to work, to have partners, and there is always a goodwill of doing things and doing it easily, so it's very appreciated.
Oh, thank you very much, William. And for your 4 years here, how are you finding it?
Really good. I was supposed to be only 2 years, so see, I'm
Yeah.
still here.
But you must miss home sometimes. I suppose you go for holidays or something like
Yeah,
that.
but that's enough.
Okay, so I mean that's what you found in Fiji, like goodwill.
Yeah.
That's,
Yes.
Yeah, you find people are friendly.
They are always interested in what we are proposing, and they want to work more as well with New Caledonia. So just to say, we always talk about New Caledonia because there's a lot of artists there, music and dance, but there's also some in French Polynesia. So we have
Okay.
to mention it.
Oh.
And we are French Embassy and French Alliance, and we work with New Caledonia, Wallis and Futuna, and French Polynesia, and not with mainland, because those countries are in the Pacific, so
Right.
they are Pacific islanders as well, and
Yes.
it's easier for us to create links with Fijian artists as well,
Yes.
because they understand each other really quickly
Right.
and really better than, I don't know, whether from someone from mainland, it would be maybe a bit more difficult. but-
Exactly. Well, thank you very much. We'll be back soon on Gold FM, only the classic hits. Speak Your Mind, Gold FM, only the classic hits. Our guests in the studio from the Alliance Française in Suva, and the cultural officers, Fanny Louvel and William Rippard. Yes, and how I was just thinking about how we always have this French music festival in Suva. Is there any chance of maybe having it in another part of the country?
That's our future project, let's say, because that's true. We had developed the concept a lot because, as I said at the beginning, it was only an open stage in Suva. Now it's for a week long. We are having the band performing in other places, and now they're also doing masterclass. So we hope the masterclass could be with Fijian artists and not only schools as well, open to like professionals. And we hope to have a music festival maybe in Nandi. So
Yes.
not only in Suva, and try to export the thing to Nandi. It's a bit difficult, but we're gonna try it for the
Okay.
upcoming years.
And this is also why we have the Alliance Française of Nandi, which is a very small alliance
Okay.
with one of our colleagues. But she's doing a lot. She arrived a few months ago, and she's like already proposing many French courses because she's a teacher, and also some exhibition project. And like the idea is also to have a concert in Nandi. And it started exactly like that at the French Alliance of Nuku'alofa in Tonga, Kingdom of Tonga, a few years ago. And now it's a partner between this Alliance Française of Tonga and the one of Fiji. And now they are like this end of the week they have a 10 hours concert in Nuku'alofa. So if you're flying to Tonga, like don't hesitate. But if not, let's
Yeah,
say
good one.
things are growing and always about in partnering, let's say.
That's wonderful. But there's just something I wanted to bring up as well. I love the French language. I wish I could speak French. But I know my mum used to school in Suva Grammar, and this is a long time ago. I mean, this would be in the colonial days, around about that. And she actually learned how to speak French in Suva Grammar. And I said to her once, I said, that's not fair. We can't get to learn, to speak the French language. So is there any place in Fiji now that teaches French?
Actually, you can. Maybe you even should.
Yeah.
So, like, just to come back to the masterclass we are organizing with the New Caledonia Blues Band, it's happening in schools that are learning French, actually. Because the French Embassy and the French Alliance provides French courses for free at FNU, USP, Suva Grammar, Maris Brothers. We did it at St. Joseph before, but not anymore.
Did it at Jetsen. So this is a cooperation program.
Yeah.
Once again, like promoting French culture, French
I mean,
language.
for free.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
free.
I mean, I could
And-
learn how to speak French tomorrow.
Sure. And we also teach French and Fijian language at
And
the Alliance Francaise. So every hour there is different kind of French courses for beginners, for professional,
And
for
yeah.
diplomats. And
Kids.
yeah,
as
for kids.
well.
In French and also in Fijian. We're also providing Fijian courses, and it's very popular.
Wow.
And people learn Fijian at the French Alliance, so it's pretty funny. And as well, we have some partnership with the government also. So we teach French to the army. We teach French also to many Fijian rugby players.
Okay.
We have more than 200 Fijian rugby players in France, and we
Playing
love
in
them. They are
France.
so good, and
Oh.
most of them have started to learn French at Alliance, and we are very proud of them.
And do they speak it well?
They manage. They're better on the
really?
field, but they do.
I mean, you have that flair for language, I
Exactly.
mean, learning a new language is not an easy thing.
No,
not.
it's not.
It's not. But I think I'd probably learn French really quickly.
I'm
Because
sure.
I think it sounds very nice.
Very
Maybe you
romantic,
should.
maybe.
Yeah, romantic. Maybe you should say something in French, like, what can you say?
Oh, we can.
Oh, we can talk a lot.
Bonjour à tous et nous vous attendons pour la fête de la musique ce vendredi au musée des Fidji. Just basically welcome all of you to the Fiji Museum on Friday for the fête de la musique.
Oh, lovely.
I'm not sure it's very romantic, but
Oh, very
It's
romantic.
French.
All we need
Anyway.
is a red rose and a bottle of wine.
red wine.
A red wine, okay. But that's supposed to match with meat, is that right? No?
You're right, but not always. But
Not
you're right.
always. Okay, red wine is the best. Yeah, just I mean in moderation, of course.
Exactly.
Yes, and okay, so that's. I mean, I didn't even know that you were teaching all this. So if someone wants to learn how to speak French, they just need to get in touch with the Alliance Francaise,
Exactly.
which
Just
is in
go-
Suva.
Yeah, we are in Devil Road, just in front of Katria Hall.
Oh,
Before we were to be in Nassese, and now it's 8 months that we are based in 20 Devil Road.
okay, that's just up the road, right?
Exactly,
That's
close
it.
by town. And
Mhm.
just check on our Facebook or on website.
Okay.
Facebook Alliance Française of Suva. And
Okay.
website, it's www.affiji.org.fj.
Yeah.
And so just have a look, and
Yeah.
all the information are there, and like just come and feel home.
Yeah, that'll be great. I mean, everyone's on social media now.
Yeah,
so, I
exactly.
mean, if they want to find out more about your music, fête de la musique, see? I'm not doing
Parfait.
too well here, aren't I? Am I? But anyway, okay, so they can find out more information about this, and also if they want to learn how to speak the French language.
Exactly.
But the Alliance is also promoting French culture through, as you said, exhibition, French movies, and all this kind of
Yeah.
event. And you can find all of this information as well. on
Yeah.
the-
We have
Yeah.
2 events a week. So
Mhm.
we have storytellings for adults, for kids. We have French things, Pacific or Fijian things. We have French movies. We have also, every month we have exhibitions. It can be a French exhibition or it can be a local artist exhibition. So at the end of the month, it will be the painter Ali Ferretti Malay. We'll have a
Right.
tapa exhibition at Alliance. And it's
Oh.
all the events are always for free.
Right.
We also organize like concerts, quiz nights, many different things. So
I mean,
Cooking
gosh.
class.
cooking, French
There
cooking
you
as
go,
well.
French cooking. Okay,
Yeah.
give me a French dish, a really famous one.
Do you know ratatouille?
Yeah, I know the cartoon.
No, it's a dish, first of all.
It's a
Okay,
dish.
yeah, because the cartoon,
Exactly.
the mouse is a cook, is a chef.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So that is a famous dish. So how is it made?
Or ratatouille is like, it's perfect for Fiji because it's a vegetarian dish. So
Okay.
you need zucchinis, tomato, onions, olive oil, eggplants, a bit of salt and pepper. It's very basic, but it's super good.
Oh.
You just cook all the veggies like one by one,
Yes.
and then it make a ratatouille.
Oh.
And if you're more on meat, you can have a bœuf bourguignon, which is beef cooked in wine with potato gratin. It's delicious.
Oh, number
Yeah.
one. So you managed to cook you to that dish here, have you?
I never tried, but ratatouille, yes,
Yeah.
it's easy. Yeah.
Anyway, we've come to an end, and just very quickly, please don't miss this wonderful festival for free. We've got it happening, like you said, just very quickly, tomorrow at...
So tomorrow it's at Bad Dog at Damodar City from 7 to 9. Thursday it's at O'Reilly's from 9 to 10 and with a $5 entrance with the free drinks. And Friday,
And Friday at Fiji Museum for 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. for free. So join us.
Oh, lovely. Well, it's been wonderful talking to you two.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Merci.
you.
Nakavakalevu.
Vinakavakalebu. Speak your mind. We'll talk to you again next week. Thank you a lot for your company. This is your only classic hits radio station in Fiji. Gold FM, Nisa Modeman.